Most doctors won't bring this up right away, but there are 3 specific nutrients that can significantly reduce leg swelling, and they work surprisingly fast. Have you ever returned home after a long day, only to feel like your legs are weighed down with sandbags? Do your ankles feel tight, your shoes suddenly snug, and walking upstairs feels like you're climbing a mountain with bricks strapped to your feet? This isn't just tiring, it can make even simple routines feel exhausting and frustrating. Picture this. One morning you swing your legs out of bed and notice the tops of your feet are puffy. By lunchtime your shoes barely fit, and by evening you feel too worn out to enjoy the things you love. What once was a normal walk to the kitchen becomes a task you brace for. Many people immediately fear the worst, that it must be something serious like a heart issue or kidney malfunction. But the reality is, in many cases, the reason is far simpler and more manageable than you'd expect. In this video, I want to talk about something that's often overlooked, a set of common nutritional gaps that may be the real reason your feet and legs are swelling. And the good news, these are things you can start addressing today, naturally and safely. No risky medications or complicated routines involved. Many people resort to water pills or prescription solutions, but those can sometimes lead to dizziness, dehydration, or even more swelling. What if you could skip all of that by going straight to the root? I encourage you to stick with me through this video, because by the end you'll walk away with practical, effective steps to feel lighter on your feet, maybe even literally. Whether you've just started noticing swelling, or it's been creeping up over time, this guide will help you better understand what's going on inside your body and how to bring things back into balance. Before we dive deeper, I'd love to know, where are you joining us from today? Let us know in the comments. It's such a joy to hear from our community all over the world, and your stories help us grow stronger together. And if helpful tips like this speak to you, go ahead and click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We've got a lot more health insights coming your way, especially for those looking to stay independent, active, and informed. So go ahead and settle in. Maybe grab a glass of water, or your favorite tea, and let's explore why your legs may be swelling, and more importantly, how you can start feeling better without delay. One of the most common reasons for fluid buildup in the legs has to do with tiny cellular mechanisms not doing their job, and it all starts with a microscopic pump that most people have never heard of. Inside every single one of your cells, there's a complex system working around the clock to manage fluids. One of the key players in this system is something known as the sodium-potassium pump. Think of it as a microscopic engine that keeps the water inside your cells balanced. Not too much, not too little. It does this by carefully exchanging sodium and potassium ions, keeping your cells hydrated in just the right way. But when this pump isn't working properly, water begins to build up in the spaces around your cells, not inside them, and that's when swelling begins. To put it simply, your body is made up of trillions of little pumps that help move nutrients and fluids where they need to go. If even a small number of these pumps start to malfunction due to nutritional deficiencies, it's like having leaky pipes in a house. The system breaks down and fluid begins to accumulate in places it shouldn't. Most people have no idea that a simple shortage of minerals like potassium or magnesium can throw this pump off balance and lead directly to swollen legs, fatigue, or even dizziness. Let's focus on that pump for a moment. The sodium-potassium pump works like this. It moves sodium out of your cells while drawing potassium in. This constant exchange is what allows your cells to absorb nutrients, get rid of waste, and regulate fluid levels. But if your body doesn't have enough of the right minerals to power this system, the pump becomes sluggish, like trying to start a car without fuel. That's when you start noticing puffiness in your feet, stiffness in your ankles, and that frustrating heavy leg feeling. This process is more common than people think, especially as we age. Our bodies naturally begin to hold on to more sodium and lose potassium more easily, which can quietly set the stage for swelling. Combine that with a diet that's too high in processed foods or sugar, and you've got a recipe for imbalance. The result? You're carrying extra fluid in your legs, and you may not even realize your body is struggling to regulate it. An important side effect of this malfunctioning pump is an imbalance in your electrolytes, and that doesn't just affect your feet. When electrolytes are off, you might feel more tired, mentally foggy, or notice that your muscles cramp more easily. It can be a domino effect that impacts your overall energy, your mood, and your ability to enjoy the simple pleasures of daily life. The takeaway here is this: swollen legs aren't always a sign of a major medical issue. Often, they're your body's quiet way of saying, "Help me balance," and that balance can begin with just a few key minerals. In the next section, we're going to look at one major dietary trigger that makes this problem worse and how to reverse it naturally. One of the biggest hidden culprits behind leg swelling is something you likely already know is harmful: sugar. But most people don't realize how it contributes to puffiness in the legs and feet. When you eat a lot of sugar, your body responds by creating a surge of glucose in the bloodstream. To manage this, your pancreas produces insulin, a hormone that helps shuttle that glucose into your cells. But insulin does more than regulate sugar. It also signals your body to hold on to sodium. Now here's where it connects to swelling. More sodium in your body means more water retention. So while you may be eating sugar for quick energy, your body ends up holding extra water, and it often shows up in your lower extremities. That tight feeling in your socks or shoes after a sweet treat, it's not just coincidence. It's your body trying to balance itself in the only way it knows how, by holding on to fluid to dilute the high sodium levels. But it doesn't stop there. When glucose binds with proteins in your blood, a process called glycation, it can interfere with your circulation. Blood vessels become less flexible, and the delivery of oxygen and nutrients slows down. This makes it harder for your legs and feet to stay nourished and healthy. Poor circulation also means fluid has a harder time returning from the legs back to the heart, which only adds to the swelling. In addition to swelling, this sugar-induced chain reaction can lead to other complications, like numbness, burning sensations, or tingling in the legs. These are often early signs of nerve damage, particularly in people who may be pre-diabetic or diabetic without realizing it. And for older adults, nerve health is crucial not just for comfort, but for mobility and safety. Another layer of this issue is inflammation. High-sugar diets are known to increase inflammation in the body, which affects joints, muscles, and even internal organs. Chronic inflammation sets the stage for more serious health concerns, including type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and kidney strain. So what might start as occasional swelling could be the body's early signal that something deeper is out of balance. But here's the encouraging part. You don't need to eliminate every carbohydrate or treat. By focusing on a few specific nutrients, you can begin to restore fluid balance, calm inflammation, and help your body regulate itself more naturally. In the next section, we're going to start with one of the most powerful minerals for this: potassium. It might just be the missing key your body's been waiting for. Let's begin with potassium, a mineral that most people associate with bananas but rarely think about beyond that. Potassium is an essential electrolyte that plays a vital role in keeping your body's water levels in check. It supports the sodium-potassium pump we talked about earlier, helping fluid stay inside your cells rather than leaking into surrounding tissue. When you don't get enough potassium, that pump becomes inefficient, and the swelling starts to creep in. Here's the tricky part. The amount of potassium we need daily is far higher than most of us get from our food. Experts recommend that adults consume about 4,700 milligrams of potassium each day. That sounds manageable until you realize that a medium banana only gives you about 300 milligrams. You'd need to eat more than 15 bananas a day to hit the target, and with all that sugar, it's definitely not the best solution. Thankfully, there are better, more balanced ways to get potassium into your body. Take Sandra, a 74-year-old retired florist who struggled with ankle swelling for years. Once she started incorporating half an avocado with her breakfast each morning, which gives nearly 1,000 milligrams of potassium, and adding a few servings of vegetables to her meals, the swelling in her legs began to subside within weeks. Foods like spinach, sweet potatoes, and lentils are also excellent sources of potassium and much easier to work into daily meals. Berries can be another delicious and helpful option. About a cup of strawberries contains roughly 250 milligrams of potassium, while blueberries offer around 100 milligrams per cup. While they won't meet your full daily need on their own, they add up quickly when combined with other potassium-rich foods. Plus, they're low in sugar and packed with antioxidants, which can reduce inflammation and support blood flow. If you're someone who prefers quick options or has a busy routine, smoothies can be an excellent way to sneak more potassium into your diet. A simple mix of spinach, frozen berries, almond milk, and a slice of avocado creates a powerhouse drink that tastes great and supports your body's hydration balance from the inside out. It's easy to prepare and gives your cells the minerals they need to work efficiently. Keep in mind, while potassium is critical, it isn't the only piece of the puzzle. To fully restore the balance in your legs and ankles and truly bring down that swelling, you'll need to pair potassium with another key mineral. In the next part, we'll explore the role of magnesium and why it's just as important in the fight against fluid retention. Now let's turn our attention to magnesium, the quiet hero in your body's fight against swelling and fatigue. Magnesium works alongside potassium to keep that crucial sodium-potassium pump running smoothly. It helps regulate how much fluid your body holds, assists in muscle relaxation, and plays a role in over 300 biochemical reactions. Without enough magnesium, you may find yourself feeling tired, crampy, or even more prone to swelling, especially in your lower legs and feet. Unlike potassium, the daily requirement for magnesium is more achievable, around 420 milligrams for the average adult. And the good news, it's found in a variety of foods that many people already enjoy. A single ounce of almonds provides about 80 milligrams, while the same amount of cashews offers around 75. Even better, these nuts contain healthy fats that support heart health and keep you feeling full longer. Beans are another powerful ally. A cup of cooked black beans contains roughly 120 milligrams of magnesium, while kidney beans and lentils are also great options. These not only support hydration and mineral balance, but also deliver fiber and plant-based protein. For many older adults, this combination helps reduce inflammation while keeping digestion regular, another factor that supports overall fluid balance in the body. Let me tell you about Harold, a 70-year-old former construction supervisor. After dealing with nightly leg cramps and persistent ankle swelling, he began incorporating a small handful of almonds and a bean-based salad into his daily routine. Within a month, the difference was noticeable. Not only did his swelling decrease, but his energy levels and sleep quality improved too. Magnesium may not be flashy, but it's a game changer when used consistently. If you're still concerned about whether you're getting enough magnesium or potassium, a good quality electrolyte supplement might help. Look for one without added sugars. You want clean support, not extra ingredients that might worsen the issue. These powders can be added to water for a simple, effective way to top up your mineral levels, especially if your appetite is smaller or your meals are lighter. But we can't end without addressing the final key. Vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This vitamin helps your body convert carbohydrates into usable energy and protects your nerves from sugar damage. A deficiency in B1 can lead to poor circulation, nerve pain, and you guessed it, more swelling. Foods like pork, sunflower seeds, legumes, and whole grains can help, or you can opt for a thiamine supplement if needed. To wrap this up, swollen legs may seem like a surface problem, but they're often a signal of deeper imbalances. By supporting your body with potassium, magnesium, and vitamin B1, and cutting back on sugar, you can help restore natural fluid flow, reduce inflammation, and feel lighter and stronger again. If you're unsure what to eat without relying on carbs, don't worry, we'll be covering that in the next video. Until then, if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more health wisdom made just for you. Thank you for watching, take good care, and we'll see you next time.